Big hand, please. Great, thank you. So, yeah. Again, now with the right persons on stage, Moritz Schmidt, he is head of marketing at perfecthair.ch, and Michael Ammann, he is CEO and co-founder of Voxelino. So, very pleased to have you here, and your topic is using data to increase ROI. So this is really what we were talking about the whole session today. So it's all about this data and what we can learn out of this. And you will give us the real life experience, how you use your data to increase sales on perfecthair.ch.
Hope so. Thank you very much.
Great having you here.
So thank you, Martina, for the introduction. We are very pleased to be here and to have this speech about how we use data to increase our return on invest. But let me first of all, very short, give you an introduction of who we are and what we do. Michael is the co-founder and CEO of Voxelino, and he's very experienced when it comes to data-driven optimization. He's been working with that for more than 10 years now. And I'm Moritz, I'm the head of marketing of Perfect Hair, and I've been working with them for 8 years. So we're both passionate about this e-commerce and e-business, and we hope to be able to give you some insights today about this topic.
Thank you very much for staying here. I know probably you're quite hungry. For more than 9 years, with data-driven and real-time platform, we at Voxelino enable our clients to become much more competitive and successful. We optimize your online shop, your omnichannel activities, your e-business activities, email marketing campaigns, and so on. And what we use is what you see here, big data. So we are data-driven right from the heart. We use machine learning, but we also use neuromarketing models to optimize and generate these advantages we'll speak about after.
And perfecthair.ch is an innovative e-commerce shop founded in 2007, selling prestige and luxury hair care products to end customers. Founded in 2007, we are very happy to be the biggest player now in Swiss market in this area, with more than 14,000 products of over 220 brands. So let's get started. As an e-commerce shop, we are facing quite the same challenges as others do. On the one hand side, we have the very high demands, like for example price sensitivity or customer loyalty and many more. So the question is how to make a difference. On the supplier side, we already managed to get good prices. We already get exclusivities and get great marketing support of our suppliers. And we are focusing long-lasting and strong collaborations with them. But in the end, we definitely need to find other added values and more added values than just the price. Like in the moment, there's a big trend in e-commerce to have only the best price. So besides that mentioned factors, using data in an effective and proper way can definitely make that difference in order to reach our goals, which there are become and stay a preferred partner, as I said, for our suppliers, acquire good customers, or just Moritz just said more valuable customers, and this in an effective way. More about that later on. Develop the existing customer base and provide a unique and individual customer communication, which is very important for us in view of marketing. And last but not least, to operate effectively and efficiently.
So this key question, how to make a difference, is what we learned over the years now as our clients, that good ideas based on, let's say, gut feelings are becoming less and less a good advisor where and how to optimize your business. What does that mean? What we see, and it's quite encouraging, I love this picture because it's telling the truth, But normally, you look at the wrong places. And data is helping you to look at the right places. For example, what campaigns you could optimize and how. Data can also help you to understand the real-time journey better and to optimize that. So not only to bring more traffic, but to make more out of your traffic. If you have a number of inactive clients, to analyze them and to decide what you could do to reactivate at least part of them, their data can do a great job too. Same is true for the referral potential. So not inactive clients, but really good ones. They're quite likely to recommend you, and how to incentivize them, how to address them. That's something data can help you to figure out in addition. And obviously in the same logic, how to nurture, how to develop your active customer base. Data can do a great job. And it's quite obvious that data can also provide you with new material, new insights as decision support. And last but not least, data, and we heard that before, is a lot about automation. And what do we really mean? We differentiate between two types of automation. One is more to save you costs, be more efficient, to be more focused on the key activities which make the difference. But the other aspect, which is highly important, is this automation in real time. To optimize your customer journey, you need to be able to automate your strategies in real time, 24/7, every single day of the year. And what you learn when you start to work with data, it forces you to become much more specific. Let me give you some samples. Typically when I speak with CEOs, CMOs, it's quite quick to say, oh, we need more loyal customers, good customers, whatever. But how would you really define a good customer? Is it someone who did a certain turnover in the last 6 months? Someone who contributed to your margin, to your profit? Or maybe also someone who did not do revenue at all, but referred to 5 new clients. So it's quite an interesting question, what is a good customer? Same is true for what is a bestseller. A bestseller, for example, if you have an item on your shop for 5 years, and a new arrival which is there for 2 weeks only, if you compare the absolute number of sales, it's quite obvious that the new one, which could also be a bestseller, has no chance if pushed by not that smart algorithms, which is normally the case. So you need to define that much better, much more precisely. Or what I mentioned before, what is really an active client? Someone who did not do a purchase, but maybe he came last week to read your new blog entries, to read what you did in content marketing. And it's quite important to understand why this has to be defined precisely. As soon as you want to engage machine learning algorithms, they work against measurable key performance indicators. They need very precise definitions. And the same is true with data scientists. As soon as you want to engage data scientists to dig for gold in your data, you need to tell them what you really mean. Then they can bring you new insights and even train machine learning models which can be executed in real time in your online environment. So these definitions are extremely important.
So let's have a look at the existing way of marketing. Briefly said, we select a range of people of whom we think they might be interested in our products, and we address them by an online marketing campaign, try to convert them to a customer of our online shop. Once they are customers, we can address them more personalized, like for example with a newsletter based on a product recommendation of a brand they already bought. But this is not it. This cannot be it. So data allows you much more than that. Thanks to data of our customer base, we can improve every single step of the customer journey, and this in real time. For example, with individualized product recommendations, with the personalized banners, sortings of product listings, or even search results which are personalized. Like this, visitors obviously convert better to customers. But let's get one step more back. Data also allows you to get great insights on your marketing decisions. Like for example, better customer selection, like the good customers we mentioned. And offer them exactly what we know they like already in the communication. remember the goal of the communication I mentioned. The chance that they visit our shop obviously increases a lot, and the chance for a purchase does too. But how can this look on our website? On top, we see a selection of products based on an action or based on the time a user spent on our website. May this be only 1 minute or data over the last few years? By doing these recommendations, we always do A/B testings to improve the results. We continuously run these tests to give us great insights what to improve. Not always the ones we're hoping for or expected, but very valuable to go on. It would obviously be tricky to do this only for products, but not for content recommendations. Since we have a big focus with Perfect Hair on content, we have internal and external editors creating tips and tricks how to style your hair, how to use certain care products. They do neutral testings, they make product comparisons. So with that focus, we always try to offer them not only products, but also content recommendations. In this case, we can see recommendations for a man who was looking for shaving products. A little insight at this point, from the moment we were starting with these recommendations of content, the read articles increased immediately from 180,000 to 250,000, which is an increase of 38%.
So I think that's quite impressive numbers, and if you consider content to be a meaningful thing in your customer experience, I would say it's a huge win. Now, I assume that you're familiar with the concept of variance testing, A/B testing. Just out of curiosity, who is using A/B testing on a more or less continuous basis? Oh, quite many people, great. Typically use that to test layout variants or design variants. What we do at Boxing is completely different. We use the same ideas, the same technologies to do content testing. Let me give you a sample. Now I have a few minutes the chance to speak to you about data-oriented optimizations. I would love to speak for hours and give you millions of details and aspects, what we learned and what we did, but I have to be quite selective. The time is limited, the attention span is limited, soon there will be lunch. Same is true for your visitors on your online shop. Attention span is limited, even worse in the mobile, where the space is quite limited. So you have to be very selective what to show to each and every visitor on your online shop. But how to do that? It's not that easy, to be honest, because you have to respect the context. Where did this person come from? Which campaign? Is he a returning customer, new customer? What did he do on the page? Did he search for something specific? So what is the journey? But also, what are your merchandising goals? Maybe you have with your suppliers some deals for a week to position them a little higher than competitors. So it's a quite complicated mix, what you can do. And to show you more about this, I prepared a slide, which is a real case we did in 2018 together with Perfect Hair. And it was a journey optimization with the focus in the basket, with cross-selling ideas the management team of Perfect Hair had. So blue, there was an existing strategy, already optimized. And then we created together 3 new strategies with, let's say, simple ideas. Let's call them like this. Like a management team, and including Moritz would say, I want to do that and that, that. And then we have to go back to the drawing board and think, how can we configure that in reality so that an AI, machine learning algorithm, can do that in real time. We needed something like 3 months to come to a statistically relevant result. So the numbers really proved that we found a new winner, this one here. And this is extremely great. This is an uplift which is impressive compared to the blue one. But in addition, we have 2 new winners, and the one selected here is like in the future the new control. What's important to understand, compared to tests you do with layout and design, this type of benefits are assistant against all the design changes you do. So even if you plan to do a redesign, this part will stay. And the other good news is this is completely hidden from your competitors. It's like a trade secret. From the outside, you're not able to judge what we are doing here to get this increase. And Let me go further in this way to analyze it. As said, data helps you to look at the right places. The reporting is telling us 38% of all my visitors have seen this test. So when I increase the performance, and it's really relevant, we can see that in guided clicks, in the uplift of guided baskets, in other KPIs, and obviously finally in the financial KPIs, which are hidden here for obvious reasons, because that's real tests of this year. To go further in the logic, if you do this like, let's say, dozens of times a year, and each new winner will be like an asset in your treasure chest. It's clear not every test iteration will bring a new winner. But what we learned is with good ideas, 60 to 80% of all these test iterations we do, and we can do many in parallel, will contribute to the treasure chest. And again, it's stable against these design and layer changes, and it's completely hidden from your competitors. And that's an extremely interesting approach how to optimize and defend your business. Now, what do you need to be able to achieve this? Yes, you have existing data, like your transactions, product data, categories, clients. But very often we meet clients who are ready to say, yes, new data is important. Very often it's about content marketing. Because with content marketing, you can get 5 to 10 times more data signals to learn what your clients need, when they have the time to spend to read your content, what are the topics, the brands, and so on and so forth. And to process all that, we have AI and machine learning. And last but not least, we leverage neuromarketing models to interpret this big data, which is very often about behavioral data. But we use neuromarketing in addition to create new ideas, what could be optimized next and how. And if you do all that, then what we call is the sweet spot of data-oriented optimization. And this is really the root for a new class of competitive advantages.
So to summarize our speech, increasing your return on invest, and especially working with data, means to start fight competitors in a kind of unknown territory, but it's very worthwhile. It requires to be precise with definitions, to be measurable, actionable, and optimizable. Working with data also generates long-lasting, compounding, and especially hidden competitive advantage. And it lets you focus on important aspects of your business. It also requires a new way of managing your business, which is very important that the top of the management also has this mindset of using data to increase their success.
So when Moritz and I discussed about how to conclude the presentation finally, we came up with this idea of 10+1. It's like this in sports, when you have a decathlon, these different disciplines, these 10 disciplines. It's like if you do SEO optimizations or AdWords strategies which are optimized. Maybe better delivery options, what we heard before, better payment options, whatever it is. You did in the past a very good job to become quite perfect in these disciplines. But unfortunately, your competitors too. So to really make a difference, this is not a play field anymore. And it's like someone is coming to you and telling you, listen, you did a great job, perfect. But now we invented a new discipline. And too bad for you. Many CEOs and companies don't know about it. It's about data-oriented optimization, about data-oriented business management. And guess what? For many of you, this will become the discipline which decides if you lose the game or if you win. Thank you very much for your time.
Michael, it was great having you here.